Living just enough, living just for the city.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to New Jack City. Today we are talking about Cardi B. Now, I got one more Ye video that I need to do. I don't know if I'm going to put it out before this or after, but I just wanted to take a break off Ye because, man, the two videos I just did before that, kind of draining. So I want to talk about some good stuff, right? So, real quick, Cardi B says she's definitely going to release her new album in 2023. Finally. And she said also reveals she got her body right after a trip to DR. Now, I'm not going to talk about the body thing. I think she's trolling with that, but she said she was serious, but I don't know. I don't really care about that. Cardi B looks fine just the way she is, but I want to talk about the album. Now, she basically says that, I definitely got to put it out. She said, I think, not Envy, I think Charlamagne or Angela Yee, Charlamagne. Charlamagne said, how much of the album did you get done? And she basically was kind of vague. She said, I got a few songs done already that's definitely going to be on the album, but she was like, the other songs is kind of like iffy and stuff like that. And basically she's like she's saying that, I don't know what is missing, but it's missing something before I can put it out and stuff like that. And she did say that when she does put it out, it's most likely going to be next year, 2023, and it's going to be around April. And that is like basically the anniversary of her first album, which is Invasion of Privacy. Invasion of Privacy. Anyway, so I believe that the reason why Cardi B is being vague on the time, date, and why she keeps saying she's missing something is because I believe she's scared of her sophomore drop. This will be her second album. And every song that she has put out has been number one and has been a hit. I believe that she does not want to flop, and she does not want to give her fans something to like, because listen, here's the thing. Let's be 100 real quick. All right. There's only a few people that we know through history that has given us solid sophomore albums. Usually we call it your sophomore flop or your sophomore drop. Sophomore flop, not drop. Sophomore flop. Because a lot of artists, their first albums be banging. And then they put out the second album and it just be trash. And then we look at their whole career differently. Like, you could be that girl from your first, or that dude on your first album, and we waiting for your second album to drop, and everything is just like, we waiting for everything. Then when we listen to it, it's just like, oh, bro, you dropped the ball. I believe that she's scared of that. Let's be 100. Cardi B, after she dropped that album and all the features she has done and all the songs she's put out, everything has been hit. Everything has been number one, gold. If you have a Cardi B record, your record is going to pop. It's just that's just how it is. And she ain't gotta be really saying really nothing on the track like that. The Glorilla song, I still haven't listened to it. I only listened to a snippet of it, but that song is cool. And it's not better than the other one she did. Like, my favorite feature from Cardi B is probably the Bruno Mars one. The Please Me Baby, which is, I believe, is on, that's her song, isn't it? Yeah, that's her song. Oh yeah, that is her song. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that's her song. But anyway, these are songs that she has done that has been really, really good. And I believe that she is scared to put out her sophomore album because I believe she knows that if her album isn't as good as her first one or better, she's no longer going to be in the conversation like that. And let's just be 100. Also, her enemies, Nicki Minaj, are going to come for her. It is what it is. Let's really think about it. Kendrick Lamar, his first album was Good Kid, Mad City. Official album, his real first album is Section 80. But, let's just say Good Kid, Mad City, right? His first official studio album, mainstream, was Good Kid, Mad City. Great album. Remember when he was about to drop his second album? We didn't know what we were going to get. And remember how quiet he went. We didn't know what Kendrick Lamar turned into Frank Ocean for a cool minute. Like, right now, he kind of turned into Frank Ocean. Like, him and Frank Ocean has some similarities, but we can kind of get to Kendrick Lamar. We don't know where Frank Ocean at. This dude is just like literally off the map, and we're gonna bring him up too for his sophomore album. But anyway, when Kendrick Lamar was about to drop his second sophomore album, right? We were looking and everyone was saying the same thing. If your second album isn't as good and or better, you're going to fall off. And remember when he put his second album out? His second album was better than his first. It was that damn good. He was solidified. Your sophomore album is it can make or break your career. Let's just be 100. Same thing with Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean's first studio album, official studio album, was Channel Orange. That mess was so good, he beat Chris Brown in the Grammys. Come on. And Chris Brown is one of the GOATs. Let's just be 100. Chris Brown is one of the GOATs. We were anticipating and we were expecting him to put out greatness for a second album. And everyone was saying the same thing because remember, he went quiet. Nobody heard from him. When we tried to get in contact with Tyler, the Creator, our Future, they would say, "Oh yeah, he's working on his album, but he got a few songs ready, but I don't know." And they kept on saying, it's going to sound very different from Channel Orange. When he finally put out his second studio album, and I'm not talking about Blind, I'm talking about Endless. Everybody was like, "What is this?" And remember, he tricked us. Dude is a genius, but he tricked us and tricked everybody, even his studio, just so we can get out of that contract, then drop Blonde. And when we heard Blonde, it was fire. Me personally, it's not better than Channel Orange, but it is as good. Solidify his career. Now he's known as one of the GOATs. Let's talk about Lil Baby. Can we talk about it? He put out My Turn, right? Or that was his first album, right? I think it was My Turn. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me Google it real quick. I'm almost for sure though. I think I'm right. Lil Baby's because he dropped some mixtapes with Gunna, and then his first album should have been. Let me make sure. Debut, discography. Yep. Oh no. What? Harder Than Ever? That was his first album? Is the debut studio album by American Lil Baby was released. Really? Okay. Oh, you're right. Oh yeah, My Turn was his sophomore album. That's right. Oh, I'm tripping. Never mind. Damn. Yeah, because people kept saying, oh yeah, his next album, that's going to be his Carter 3, and that's going to solidify his career. That's right. But his Carter 3 was what is it called? It's his new album right now. It's Only Me, and I've been hearing you heard the hey, that song is so damn whack, it's not even funny. But I don't know what he was thinking when he made that. But that song, I'm sorry. But yeah, that album kind of solidifies his career. Now, I'm not saying that his career is a joke right now, but I'm telling you we're not looking at Lil Baby like we used to. Because I remember just a few years ago, we was like, everything that this dude touch, it's like what Cardi B, everything he has touched goes number one. If you put him on your album, or you put him on your feature of your song, it's a guaranteed hit no matter what. I don't know if we can do that now. I don't know if Lil Baby can still pull that out now. Your sophomore albums really makes or break you. And I think Cardi B is feeling that pressure. I believe that she is scared. She should be scared. But I believe that Cardi B can have a good second album. I think the time, she just needs to put in the time. Which I like seeing Cardi B. I see her shift has focus from more because she was more focused on her music. But now she's more focused on family, husband, kids and stuff like that. And nothing's wrong with that. But my thing is this. If you're going to release the album, the family, kids, all that stuff, as much as you love them, you got to put them on hold for a second. You got to stay focused on this album. Because you can't put out no flop. You got to put out a good second album. And the reason why you got to put a good second album is because you got to be not only on the industry throat, but you got to put these females on their throat too. Because guess what? Your biggest op, Nicki Minaj, trust me, she going to come for you if you put out a flop. Believe that. You gotta put your foot on their necks, Cardi. So if you want a good album and you wanna still stay relevant and you still wanna solidify your career as it being a good career, because let's be honest. Let's just say this: Cardi, technically, if she really wanted to, she could have a Lauryn Hill career. I'm gonna end this real quick. I'm gonna end this in a second. But let me just put some on y'all real quick. Lauryn Hill dropped one album, and she solidified as a GOAT. That's a fact. That one album, that 18 songs in that one album, each and every track fire. She solidified with the GOAT. Now, having that being said, she was with the Fugees, and she put out a couple albums with them, and obviously, you know, that made her elevate to her career to where she can put out one album and the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, and then, you know, she be the GOAT. But this could be Cardi's. Cardi could put out this second album, it'd be fire, and she never make an album again and just do features or do singles, and she'd be straight. Because we're gonna be like, oh, she put out 2 fire ones and she's still relevant. This second album is really gonna make or break her career. Believe me when I say that, and I will be reporting it. But how do y'all feel about this whole thing, about the whole Cardi B thing? Leave in the comment section, give this video a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to the channel, alright? I will see y'all next time. Alright?
Living just enough.